It is no longer a myth but a trend among many women in Nigeria who are known as juju girls. These are women who are perceived to seek spiritual means, like spells, charms, or rituals, to influence a romantic relationship, often with the intention of securing or tying down a man for marriage or commitment. Here is a true life story. In Lagos, where nightlife and love stories collide, the unexpected often unfolds. This story revolves around Linda, a 29-year-old upcoming fashion designer, and Tony, a tech CEO. They met at a house party one Friday night. Linda had been introduced to Tony by a mutual friend, and sparks flew instantly. Linda was beautiful, confident, and charming. But she had one fear: losing Tony. Lagos was full of distractions, and she wanted to ensure Tony stayed hers forever. After weeks of dating, Linda made a drastic decision. She visited Mama Ago, a renowned spiritualist in Benin. Her request: a love charm to keep Tony devoted. Mama Ago prepared a special concoction, instructing Linda to secretly mix it into Tony's meal. The following weekend, Linda invited Tony over for dinner. She prepared his favorite meal, which was jollof rice with grilled chicken. As she stirred the pot, she hesitated but eventually added the concoction, muttering prayers under her breath. The charm worked. Tony became more devoted than ever, proposing within months. Their wedding was the talk of the town, and soon, they welcomed a baby boy into their lives. Linda thought she had everything she ever wanted: a loving husband, a beautiful child, and a thriving career. But she didn't realize that magic always has a price. 3 years into their marriage, the charm began to fade. Tony became suspicious and distant. He started questioning Linda's loyalty, his love turning into paranoia. Their once perfect life crumbled as Tony grew uncontrollably angry and distrustful. Desperate to save her marriage, Linda returned to Mama Ago. But the spiritualist had no comfort to give. "It's too late," she said. "You never came back when you should have. Now, everything must run its course." Linda left with a heavy heart, knowing she could no longer control what was happening. When Linda returned home, she found Tony waiting with family members. His voice was cold and accusing. "Who are you? And who is this child?" The questions hit her like a thunderbolt. The man who once loved her no longer recognized her. In that moment, Linda knew the truth had to come out. She couldn't keep the secret any longer. Trembling, Linda confessed everything: how she had used a charm to make Tony love her, how the love wasn't natural, and how it had all gone wrong. Her words were met with silence, then anger, then heartbreak. Tony's family was devastated, and Tony himself couldn't look her in the eyes. Life is full of choices, but some choices leave scars that never fade. Linda thought she could control love, but she lost everything in the end: her family, her dignity, and herself. Now, she lives with regret, wondering what her life could have been if she had trusted love to take its natural course. Have you ever made a decision you thought was right, only to realize it was a mistake that cost you everything? Have you ever loved someone so much that you were willing to do the unthinkable to keep them? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's have an honest conversation about love, regret, and second chances. Maybe your story could help someone make a better choice before it's too late.